Hi, welcome to the RC.
The show is not about resuscitating congressmen.
This is Rachel and Connor. So last week we had a really good question on our YouTube video from Adam Lacrosse.
Check out Real.Catholic on YouTube if you haven't already. He's amazing.
So we're going to be answering his question for this week's video. His question was, loneliness within the single life, especially with friends, when friends are in relationships. Thoughts?
So we've all been there, the single life when your friends are dating. First off, we can't ignore the fact that it sucks. But I mean, honestly, the first thing you have to remember, it seems really stupid and it seems really obvious, and it's like, Connor, why are you telling me this? Everyone knows this. Remember that there is going to be somewhere out there for you, even if it's Mother Church, because maybe you're not meant to be in a relationship. Just remembering that God has plans for you that involve someone in particular.
So one thing that's always important to remember is that every person has their own timeline. So while your friends may all be in relationships, getting married, you know, starting that new chapter in their life, it may not be your turn yet, and that's totally okay. You are meant to grow at your own speed and at your own time. I've been that friend who has had, you know, like all of my friends are dating and everyone is kind of like with somebody and they all have this, you know, they talk about this love and we all crave love, and so it's really easy to kind of fall into the temptation of, well, I really want a relationship, you know, and feeling really lonely or feeling left out. The important thing is to remember that love comes in all different places. You may not be in a romantic relationship, but you may have one of the best and strongest friendships in the world, and that is just as important to have and just as significant of a love kind of in creating you as a person.
The worst kind of moment is when you have a really close friend who you're like, hey, I want to date you, but maybe you've asked them, they're like, we're not ready, let's just be friends, or we've all been there, and it stinks. But remembering, like Rachel said, that friendship is an important part of relationships. And if God isn't meaning you to be with that one particular person, He's obviously meant to have that person to help you grow in some way so that you are ready and perfected for the person you're supposed to be with.
The other hard thing to talk about, and I think a lot of people, it's kind of like a joke, is being the third wheel. I know being the one single person in a friend group can be really, really hard because you kind of feel like you're third wheeling everybody and like you're always kind of the little odd one out. The way that I've always seen around it is that if you're in a friend group and two people are in a relationship, the first thing they should know is that while you're in that friend group, you have to understand that you're in a friend group. You're not in your relationship with a bunch of other people beside you. You're in that friend group. That's something we've had to work very, very hard on in our friendship is, okay, we're also friends first and foremost. We're in the same friend group. We have a lot of the same friends. We always hang out kind of with the same group. We can be in a relationship and everyone's cool with that. But we also have to remember that we can't be leaving one or two people out just because we want to be lovey-dovey or be really romantic or be together.
So if you are that third wheel in a relationship, I would recommend going up to whoever the couple group is and just saying, hey, if I ever start to, you know, interfere or anything with, or get in the way of something, or you guys want to be alone, tell me. I won't be offended. I don't want to mess with you guys. Because it sucks.
But also couples, like, understand that your friends are in that situation. Like, we've all been that person. We've all been, you know, out to dinner with a group and you see that one couple that's kind of like really into each other. You're just kind of like, okay, this is kind of awkward. Couples need to be aware of it just as much as single people do. Mm-hmm. Now, the question was mostly on loneliness. Like, how do you get through that loneliness? And probably one of the most important things when it comes to that sense of loneliness is having that prayer life, having that relationship with God. If you have that relationship with God, you're gonna have that really, really strong, like, tight-knit relationship with other people. And having that tight friendship and that tight relationship is gonna help you not have that loneliness. We all feel lonely, whether you're in a relationship, single, in a really good friend group, and you know, just having a few small friends or being really popular and having a lot of friends. You know, everyone's in a different situation. Everyone still experiences loneliness. That's natural. That's us pining and desiring that love. But first and foremost, obviously, go to God about it. Go to, you know, pray about it. Go to adoration. Spend time with Him, because Jesus is just as much one of your friends as like anyone else in your life. Except He's like, you know, God. He created you. He has that unconditional love. Like, we get on each other's nerves. We want to like smack each other sometimes, and it's that person will drive you nuts. Whether they're your friend, your boyfriend, you're single, you know, whatever. People will drive you nuts. That love, that human love that we have is conditional. God's is this unconditional love and an unconditional, unwavering friendship. And you know, whether you're single or in a relationship, that's a kind of relationship you should be striving for. So we just want to challenge you guys this week to really spend that time, you know, reflecting on yourself. Go out, get rid of that loneliness, whether it's in prayer, whether it's being out with people, you know, single life, gay life, whatever. be really open to just a really strong friendship and relationship. Spend, you know, just a little bit of time with Jesus this week. Thank you guys so much for checking out our video today.
Shout out to Maria Lane, who gets the thing from last week. It's VeggieTales. Well done.
Say again.
Everything is VeggieTales.
Shout out for next week if you can guess just how big of a height difference we have.
And if you cheat and use systems, you're cheating.
I'm proud of you. Use all your resources.
No, don't cheat.
Thank you guys so much for checking out our video. As always, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Feel free to comment any topics you guys want to hear us talk about, or just, you know, thoughts, ideas, prayer requests, any of that, comment it down below.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram so make sure you don't miss a single thing at all.
Thank you so much for joining our crew, and as always,
Keep it real.